Hey there, I'm Tom Duffy. I'm the founder of Wide Load Custom Guitars, and today we're playing this fantastic Whitewash Tele bass. So let's go through the components and then we'll get some sound going. I have a Warmoth slab alder body and a Warmoth roasted maple Tele neck. The bridge is hip shot, string through. The tuners are hip shot ultralights. The electronics are EMG active with the X series preamp. In the front we have the SAX, which uses an Allen 5 magnet, so we don't have to worry about string spacing on this single coil. In the back we have the EMG 707 TW. Again, uses Allen 5 magnets, so we don't have to worry about string spacing over it. The TW in the back though is actually switchable between single coil and humbucker, and you do that using the volume knob, which is push-pull. So when the knob is down, we're in humbucker mode, and when it's up, you're in single coil mode. Second control here, we have active balance control, so we can sweep between the front and the rear pickup. And then we have two concentric pots. The first one is a sweepable mids, so that you can select the frequency in the bottom ring of the pot, and then booster cut with the top. And then the final concentric pot is a bass and treble combined active active tone system, so you can booster cut bass or treble there. Right now I have the balance control set dead center, so we're playing through both of the pickups. I have the volume up, and let's see, all of the controls that are concentric have a little detente that you can feel. Right now I have the mids in the middle, and I'm not boosting or cutting them, so we'll play with that in just a moment. And I did the same thing for the bass and the treble. We're going to put them both to just sort of 12 o'clock, and then we'll boost and cut in just a moment. I'm playing through a Ampeg RB210, and I'll take a picture of the amp and its settings and throw it at the end of the video, and then later I'm going to touch some of the pedals that I usually play through, and I'll take a picture of the pedal board and throw that in the end of the video as well. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Right now we're playing through some Ernie Ball extra slinky flat wounds. So that's the string configuration, okay? All right, so volume set to 12 o'clock on the amp. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, it's really nice and warm. Wow. Okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to roll up to the neck pickup, so you can hear just that. Very cool, a little bit warmer. Let's roll back now just to the bridge pickup. It's still in humbucker mode. We'll play single coil in just a moment. Yeah, that humbucker is really, really nice. All right, let's do this. Let's pull the push-pull pot up so that we're playing only through single coil mode in the bridge pickup. Cool. So with this configuration, you go single coil in the back, you have single coil in the front. If you dial into the middle, it's literally like playing a jazz bass, right? So single, single. And when you want more out of the rear, you can just simply go humbucker mode. So I tend to actually play this one kind of just past halfway, favoring the bridge pickup, because I really just like the humbucker sound. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to take that frequency on the mids, and I'm going to crank it down a little bit, and then boost that frequency as high as it will go, and you can see what that sounds like. do this. Now I'm going to add a little bit of bass, and I'm going to take away a little of the treble. Wow, I mean, with these electronics, the possibilities are endless. You can literally get any tone you want. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to hit some of these pedals that I've got. The first one I'm going to do is I've got a Nada Dumble with the Cosmodio mod built in so that I can switch between the clean and the dirty channels. Typically I play through the clean channel at the end of the pedal board chain so that it's actually like going to a Dumble, and then that signal goes off to the amp peg. So let's try that first. Sorry about that. There's not much change going on. It's almost like just a boost for that, but you do get that clarity, which is actually really cool. So, we want to hear the dirty channel. Let's do that one next. Yeah, you get that growl, which is fantastic. I'm always chasing that kind of fat tubey sound with solid state electronics, so I don't have to deal with the tubes, you know. All right, so let's go back to the clean channel, and the next one to touch is going to be the bass tube screamer. Okay. So I tend to use a tube screamer really not for distortion, just a little bit of overdrive, touch of grit. It's almost a boost pedal. Sound with a couple of the subs built in, which we'll get to next. I'm going to turn the Fender Trapper on, and I'm only going to do the channel that has the sub built in. So let's see what that sounds like. That should add a little bit of depth, right? Woohoo, starting to shake the windows a little bit. I also add one of my favorite guitar pedals to play with a bass is the JHS Octave Reverb. And I usually play with the octave setting set down an octave and just a touch of reverb. So I'm going to add that to the signal chain as well. Let's throw some dirt. I've got a Demon Effects. It's a clone of the Dark Glass Alpha Omicron pedal. So that one's next, and that one's going to add some real dirt. Really cool. All right, I do have a Nauticon JHS and a Prince of Tone from Analog Man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw both of those on, and that will make every light on the pedal board be turned on. We'll see what that sounds like. Oh boy. You can tell you can get basically any sound that you need out of this guitar. It's fantastic. Top quality components. I mean, just looking at it with no hands, it's perfectly balanced. Fantastic guitar. You can check the listing for the details on it. And as always, if you have any questions, just shoot me a message.